Florida State has a quarterback problem. If FSU wants to repeat as ACC champions this season, they need to hit that portal up and go find them another quarterback because they ain't going to go too far with DJ Uiagalelei. Now, a couple of nights ago, I watched Florida State spring game, and DJ Uiagalelei in that game looked like the same player that he's been when he was at Oregon State last year and his previous couple of years at Clemson. He makes really bad decisions with the football. He misses easy completions. But he'll also will make some really good throws into tight windows, and he'll make some nice runs. And that's what makes DJ Uiagalelei a quarterback that is going to hold Florida State back from being able to repeat as ACC champions. And they possibly could end up missing out on making it into the first year of the new expanded college football playoffs, because I'm going to have a hard time seeing Florida State beat Miami or Clemson in a championship game when you have a guy in DJ Uiagalelei that last year at Oregon State against top 25 teams had 4 touchdowns to 4 interceptions and completed only 53% of his passes. This dude just isn't a good quarterback. He's one of the worst quarterbacks that I've ever watched. And it's really weird to say, but if you've been following DJ Uiagalelei throughout his collegiate career, you will understand what I mean by that. Because the dude is bad, but he's the best bad quarterback that I've ever seen because he will still make plays that can keep you in the game. It's just that you're really going to need your defense to step up this year and really carry the load for this team. His spring game performance was really tough to watch. Now, he did get better as the game progressed on. His best receiver got injured. There were a few drops there. But he hasn't been that good throughout the whole entire spring camp. Not just the spring game itself, but throughout the entirety of spring camp. I've had a few buddies of mine who actually go to Florida State, who have gone to a few of the practices, who went to the spring game, and they were telling me, man, JT, this dude ain't it. And when they first got DJ Uiagalelei, they looked at the stats. They're like, bro, like, what you mean this dude doesn't make good decisions with the football? He only threw 7 interceptions last season. If you watch DJ Uiagalelei play every single game for Oregon State last year against good teams, you will know that the stats are really deceiving. They really are. And playing for Florida State, where Clemson may end up having the luxury of going up against them, I'm pretty sure they're going to be licking their chops because they're going to have the opportunity to show everybody why they moved on from DJ Uiagalelei. Clemson's really good this season. Florida State could be really good too if they find them another quarterback, because the one you got right now, I don't know how much you paid DJ Uiagalelei in NIL money, but I hope you didn't give him too much, because if you did, you're getting scammed and finessed, and you might need to go get a refund. Now, Mike Norvell keeps saying all the right things about DJ Uiagalelei. He's saying how he's developing, he's getting better every single practice. Like, that's just bullshit to me. That's coach talk. Did y'all see that spring game? Did DJ Uiagalelei look like a more improved quarterback than what we've seen out of him the last couple of years? I see the same quarterback doing the same thing that got him replaced at Clemson. Saw the same quarterback that costed Oregon State a potential win against Washington. Like, DJ Uiagalelei, the only way you can win with this dude is if you have a great defense, you run him a lot, you can get the vertical passing game going, you got receivers that can win vertically. That's the best way you can maximize DJ Uiagalelei, because he's nothing close to what Jordan Travis is. Jordan Travis and DJ Uiagalelei are in 2 different stratospheres. When Jordan Travis got injured, his impact of not being in the starting lineup was so great that the college football committee snubbed FSU out of the playoffs because of it. So you're not just going to be able just to win with DJ Uiagalelei because you just have a good team and a good coaching staff with the schedule that you have this year. It's going to be an uphill battle trying to beat Miami, Clemson, and Notre Dame with DJ U at quarterback. And I'm not trying to harp on the dude as a person, you feel me? This is just me talking about the player. But he's not really a college kid anymore. Like, when you're making millions of dollars in NIL money, I expect better out of you, even if it's the spring game. Did you see Cam Warren looking like that in the spring game? You can say, oh, JT, like, our defense is just that good. Is it really? Or did we just watch the same quarterback that we've seen at Oregon State and Clemson for all these years in Florida State spring game, and we just got further reassurance that DJ Uiagalelei isn't making too many big improvements? And I'm not saying the dude is terrible. Like, he's the best bad quarterback that I've ever watched. It's so weird. Like, he'll be terrible, but he'll still make a couple of good plays to keep you in the game here and there. The question is, can he make enough big plays late in the game to win you those big games against Miami, Clemson, and Notre Dame? That's going to be the big kicker. You see, when DJ Uiagalelei reminds me a lot of this quarterback Miami used to have. His name was Malik Rozier. He played a lot like DJ Uiagalelei. He was inaccurate. He made really inconsistent decisions with the football, but he was a good athlete, and he did have a knack for making big plays in the right moments to keep Miami alive to win certain games. But for Florida State this year, if you are trying to get back to the ACC championship and make it into the playoffs for the first time under Coach Norvell, you're going to need way more out of quarterback, and you definitely need to start hitting that portal looking for some good backup options just in case this dude, DJ Uiagalelei, really does hit the fan, because he ain't going to play bad enough for you to bench him, but he definitely is going to play bad enough where, you know, in certain games you're going to be like, damn, like, this dude really costed us.